Going on, guys? Chris, SVT Garage, and we have just a quick couple projects I'm gonna do to the car today. One of them is my fault and the other one was a cool product I found online, and I'll show you guys that, but show you what I did. A couple weeks ago, maybe a month, I broke the gas pedal. When I was up in Georgia talking to the tuners up there, he said, hey, every once in a while just be cautious, maybe pull your pedal back, because sometimes from just mashing it, the pedal configuration can get bent and allow you to not get full engagement of the pedal, which means you won't get full throttle. So I was like, whatever, it's been a couple weeks, let's just check it. When I did, I didn't realize I basically grabbed here at the edge of the pedal and pulled up, not underneath where the metal arm is, and I broke it right here. So fixing that. Went to, I think this is on LMR, I'm pretty sure it was. And they sell the OEM pedals for the car, but what I noticed was that the new pedal is slightly smaller than the factory one, and not really sure why, because everything else, the whole pattern on here is the same as well, but this one is a little thicker, like fatter, wider than this one. So again, I'm not sure why, because these pedals started on the Bullet, and then they eventually went to the Mach 1 and the Cobra. So these pedals are all the same for all three models, but for some reason, maybe it just, I don't know, Ford just changed. It's an OEM part. Ford just changed the size of it, but we're gonna get that put on. And just real quick, if you guys haven't pulled the pedal assembly, also the pool noodles come in clutch when you're working in the garage. You're not gonna worry about dinging up your doors. But realistically, what you got to do is get under here, and it's hard to see, but there's two 13s up top there, and then just a spring or cable, I'm sorry, on top of this that you just kind of push off. I'll show you guys how to do that when I get it off, but we're gonna go ahead and just get that pulled and get that fixed real quick. Stand by. All right, guys, we're back, and this was literally super easy to get out. I was trying to take a video of it in there though, showing the process and getting it out, but it is just so tight, so I'll just explain it. You have the cable obviously coming through here, and then there's a small plastic piece that is still in the car on the cable, right? So you put the cable through, and then basically you just push that plastic, you pry that plastic piece out with a screwdriver, and then this pedal just, after you take these two bolts out, these are 13s, after you take them out, you can just pull the cable out that way, and then this just comes right out of the car. It's that simple, that easy. So it looks, again, underneath the car, it probably looks a little worse than it is, but in all reality, 3 or 4 minutes. And I was just going over the pedals, because again, this one is not as wide as this one. It is stamped in here, as you can see in the light, Ford, up top there in the left corner, which is, this is the new one that we got from, I believe, LMR. This one is stamped Ford, but it's stamped right here in the center. See if we can get on the light and see this. So it's stamped Ford right there, and then it has like the part number right here in the middle as well. You guys can kind of see it there, right down there. This new pedal is only stamped Ford, no part number at all on this. And again, it's just stamped up here in the corner. So for whatever reason, it looks like they just changed the size of the pedal. Not sure why. Again, it's kind of one of those learning moments. If anybody does know or has seen anything on these, let me know. I'm curious. But what I'm going to do now is just take this dowel. This is the dowel that fits in here, and we're going to get this, these two here put together, and I will show you guys the process on that. All right, guys, so we'll explain this. This was a little more difficult getting that dowel in there than I had anticipated, but I'll just walk you through how I did it real quick. So once you get it started back here on this side, again, this is going to be the pedal's going to go this way. So the dowel should go passenger side towards the driver's side, right? It's going in this way, and then the angle of it is top to bottom, right? It only goes on one way. Can't really mess that up. But what I did was I got it started here, and then I put a little 3-in-1 oil on there just to kind of give it something to, you know, hopefully slide on a little easier. Took some channel locks, and then just kept working it in, you know, down on the side here, and then just kind of press it in. It was moving slowly, and then what I ended up doing was just kind of putting this guy on top of a socket there and just very easily tapping it in with this. Got it to about down here towards the end, and then just for safety reasons, I didn't want to break it. I just went back to the channel locks and pressed it all the way in, and voila, it's done. So that's essentially fixed. Again, there's the cable's going to go on here, and there's just plastic piece. You pry it out with a screwdriver, flathead, that comes out. Then you peel the cable back, and this comes out. Just reverse it, put the cable back on, and then push that plastic piece in, and you get your 213s, and this piece is assembled and back ready to go. So don't make that mistake like I did. If you guys might have the same issue like I had on mine, like my tuner did say mine was bent. So when he was tuning the car, he pulled it up to get, because he noticed on the computer it wasn't showing full throttle, and when they were looking into it, it ended up being that this was bent slightly, causing it not to completely engage. So keep an eye on that, but don't pull it from here, pull it back here. That was my mistake. But again, guys, that's done on that. The next thing I was going to install in the car is the carpet saver here. So I'll show you what this does. This essentially, if you guys noticed on some of the cars where the floor mat goes in, it starts to pull from the carpet. So essentially what this does is you take this screw here, it goes up in there, and then you take the larger screw, this goes in here, and essentially it just keeps those two pieces from pulling apart. And we're going to install this. I'm just going to throw the pedal back in, and then we'll show you guys the finished product on this. Again, I found this on Facebook. I cannot for the life of me find where the paper is for the guy's for his business and stuff. But if you guys know who that is, go ahead and just message on the video, because this piece here, it's quality. I did see a little bit of hate on it because it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive. But it is quality. I will give it. This is not some, you know, cheap piece of looking metal. It's powder coated, very nice. It's not. There's no crappy welds or anything on it. It's all machined out, and it looks good. So I was totally okay with paying. I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks. But again, it came with all the hardware. It's not much, and if it can save that piece from getting pulled out of the carpet, I am all about doing that. So we're going to put that in next, but let me just get that pedal in, and then we will get back to it. All right, we are done with that install. Super, super easy, and I love the way it looks. This is called the Carpet Saver. It's by this guy, Wes Dunkel. I might be pronouncing that incorrectly, but it's W-E-S, and then I believe it's his last name, DUENKEL.com. And the Carpet Saver, it's 30 bucks. I think I originally said 60. So I did double check. It does mount underneath the seat bracket, and I did pull up all four, lift the seat up. It takes 30 seconds. It does fit over. You can just take this bolt off, and it does fit over, but just for peace of mind and mounting it correctly, I didn't know if it was going to really cause an issue with that bolt completely having the seat mounted correctly. So I just went for underneath it again, guys. It was 30 seconds, and these are 5/8 socket on there. Took the drill, a very small drill bit, like this guy right here, just pre-drilled. I tried doing it with the screwing in with the drill, but it just wasn't catching. So I, just pushing some pressure down, screwing in by hand, worked perfectly. So recommend doing it that way, not with a power tool. And again, it looks good. It's this nice powder coated piece of metal, and again, it just keeps that clip, that carpet clip, from getting pulled out and having a hole there. 30 bucks. I really think it's worth it, and it actually looks good. It flows with it literally flows with the contour of the inside of the car here, and it looks good. So again, 30 bucks, totally worth it. I do got the pedal wall mounted and put in there. That was super quick and easy. And the car's like done right now. I am totally happy with that. It was super quick and easy. So if you guys are interested in, if you have to get a pedal upgrade, again, I think it was LMR for that. And then I did find that other piece on eBay, but he does sell them directly off the website as well. But again, guys, SVT Garage, as always, thank you. I appreciate everything, and thanks for the follow and support.